Hey, I'm Dan with Preston Hardscape Design, and we're out here in central Wisconsin today, right along the Wisconsin River. We got the awesome opportunity to bring this outdoor space back to life. As you can see, these paver surfaces are failing and they're gonna start to crumble soon. These old wooden timber walls might have looked nice when they were put in, but inevitably have a lifespan. Now it's time for all this stuff to go. We tore up some 35-year-old pavers, and what we found underneath was just a solid sand foundation, which might have been good if it wouldn't have started washing away. The idea with this walkout patio is to have a flush entryway coming right out of this basement level. We then have drainage stone behind our boulder wall, which will take on the water runoff. So it's a beautiful fall day here in central Wisconsin, and the Riverside renovation is completed. I can't wait to show you all the details that went into this one. So renovation and sustainability were the theme here. We were trying to solve all these clients' problems that they were dealing with in the past. We brought in a new, highly sustainable paver from Unilock, the Bristol Valley in the Steel Mountain color. And then to emphasize these curves and designate this space, we brought in the contrasting red color of the Copthorn paver. And then on the outside of that, another double border playing off the grays of the Steel Mountain. We bring back the Matoni paver in the Granite Fusion color. Right here we had an old broken down wood staircase that did its job getting you in and out of the door, but it was failing and falling apart. To bring in the sustainable quarry wall block from Unilock, we capped it with a ledge stone coping, and then we brought back the burgundy red color in this upper landing. So continuing with this awesome renovation, we made this curved staircase the focal point of this entire hardscape design. We did so by bringing in the large 6-foot wide ledge stone tread pieces. Super sustainable piece that plays really well with these limestone, except for it's gauged and even on top. That's one reason we went with this precast product, was just to maintain true form of the step as well as get that 6-foot width. A really cool detail at the top of this staircase is how we cut that top tread to continue the border to flow right through there. Another detail, and maybe the most noticeable one, is how we put a slight curve on each one of these treads as we make our way down to the fire pit area. So on the bottom here, to continue the curve and not have a straight spot in our border, we simply curved those Matoni pavers to offset the straight part of this ledge stone. As you look at this from the top or from any angle, you don't see the straight spot of that ledge stone. It just continues the flow of the brick. So check out this lower landing area. This is the definition of sick brick. Multiple tones, textures, patterns and shapes, surrounding the fire pit, designating access and flow. The red copthorn color takes you from staircase right through over to the other staircase. So little details like this is what this space is all about. We had this piece of limestone sitting right here, taken on the side of our staircase. We then scribed the copthorn pavers to mesh right up into that natural stone. We then brought back the Bristol Valley color from the inside here, and I like to call this the eyebrow. We brought that eyebrow back on the outside of the fire pit. The majority of these guests are going to be sitting on this side of the fire with a view of the river. So once again, Unilock's Sunset Fire Pit Kit is the base of this fire pit unit, but then we bring in the same paver that's on the surface. We then put that on its side and give it that accent stripe just to add that distinction and tie everything together. One reason I like using Unilock ledge stone material is that I can incorporate the same tone and the same texture in 3 different accents out here. We have the fire pit accent with the ledge stone coping, we have the staircases, and we have the stoop. So just a bunch of details down here with this brick, nice flowing curves, nice transitions where 4 borders are meeting each other to continue the flow. And then we got a little crazy and we continued these 4 banding pavers right through the floor of our wood burning fire pit. In order to combat the retention on this hardscape renovation, we brought in big, chunky pieces of natural limestone. We did so here to get us the surface level. We have our pitch coming out of that door, but this holds it all up. I really like how this pathway turned out. The client didn't think that we needed pavers in this area, so I suggested this granite chip material. We still brought in our open graded foundation, but then this chip material will get nice and hard over time and give them a solid surface to get from the upper lawn down to this fire pit area. So each one of these limestone boulders is between 1,500 and 2,000 pounds. We followed some simple rules of construction by staggering our seams and giving them a slight setback. We also raised up each one of these outcroppings about 4 to 6 inches as we gained elevation here. It's a really cool look. It almost reminds me of a national park. So I'd say Preston Hardscape Design's job is complete here. We put another distinctive mark on the ground right here in our hometown. And for you contractors out there who want to take your hardscape game to the next level and learn how to design and build epic transformations like this, sign up now at hardscapementor.com and join the herd today.